Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tavares, and we got the boys, Murph, Kage, and Yawny. Everyone say hello.
Oh.
Alright, cool. We're bringing back the Argon podcast with Yawny as a special guest this week. We're just going to be talking about two main things. The Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie came out yesterday, and we're going to be talking about if we combined Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee together, what would be the top 10? If we were to do it right now, anyway. Because I could see it being in the future, but who knows? Probably not. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great, personally.
I'm doing
I'm
pretty
vibing.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah, okay. How about you, Murph?
3 p.m.
It is. Yeah, he did wake up at 3 p.m. That's facts.
Oh man, if only.
Yeah. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I thought it was a good Marvel movie, which I can say, based off last year, a lot of movies weren't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
stinkers. Lots of stinkers.
I still remember how good of a day the day I had with when the Thor movie came out, and I was like, let's end it with a Marvel movie. We went in, and that shit was garbage.
I
Screaming
tried-
Golden from like 2013.
That was garbage.
I tried for like a solid hour and a half after the movie to justify to myself that I didn't just waste $12, but it fell apart. It fell apart.
No, I was on a date. I spent $30 on that date.
Oh no!
I still haven't seen that movie.
It's
Haven't
bad.
seen
It's bad.
It is bad.
It's the most recent Thor movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is bad. It is.
Which is a shame.
Are you a Marvel movie watcher, Murph?
I watched some of them, a lot of them actually,
them.
but around Endgame when they started releasing all the shows, that's when I stopped and started watching it less.
That's a very understandable stopping point.
Yeah.
With a movie called Endgame, you'd kind of understand when people
Yeah, I watched
don't watch
Come
anymore.
back.
I watched the Spider-Man movie after Endgame.
Mhm.
I
That one's
watched-
really good.
Yeah, I watched the new Ant-Man movie.
That one's not so good.
that's the
I
most
haven't
recent
seen
I
that one
watched.
either.
But yeah, I remember because I'll die on the hill that WandaVision's fantastic, but the other stuff, yeah, you can skip for real.
Ugh.
But I do like WandaVision a lot. It's just kind of
Yeah, depending on. Mhm.
what were you saying?
No, I'd like. I was gonna kind of talk about something else. I was gonna talk about What If, but yeah,
Oh yeah, what
Oh,
if?
What if was good?
It was fine.
I don't
like-
think I'd recommend it to anyone. I think I have to know that you enjoy that kind of content.
Yeah.
Because, what was it? It definitely is just do you like a theory, imagining and just a short story that, explores what could be and, it all comes together and, as if, giving you the same feeling of, what was it you had when you were playing with, action figures as a kid? It's exactly that.
That's the show. I mean, it was cool to have some very popular fan theories or just ideas be acknowledged by Marvel. No, I think that was pretty cool. But overall, the shows are. I'm just glad Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was a good movie. I have my
Yes,
feelings
I
about
agree.
specific things, but we try to keep it spoiler free. Basically, you should
Right.
go watch it if you haven't seen it. It just came out, and I think it
Yeah.
was a lot better than Thor. A lot better than
Yeah.
man,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. I might have hated
Thor
Ant-Man
and
more.
Ant-Man.
I gotta be honest, but regardless, maybe it's because I like Thor the character more than Ant-Man. I think that's what it was. Regardless, yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah. I think, what was it? If you're I think a worry that I had was with Guardians was that it would just be another sort of, formulaic, what was it, a space comedy adventure. And, it did follow, the formula, but, it really just did it well enough to where I'm yeah, no, it doesn't really matter as much that it's not unique to Guardians anymore, because Guardians was the series that started it, because they just did it better than everyone else still.
It's true, and it still has
Yeah.
that Marvel tone issue that I hate, where they would always switching between super serious
Right.
moments and jokes.
And incredibly funny.
I think
Yes,
I
but
think that makes slightly more sense for
In
Guardians
Guardians,
within that context, because Oh, was
They're a
it?
bunch of dumbasses, so it makes sense that they're going from really serious to really
Yeah.
goofy because that's what
Like
the series
why?
has been.
It makes significantly less sense for me. Like as to why like, what was it? Like so many like Doctor Strange and like the other characters in Ant-Man and like Thor are just
Yeah.
like snarky and witty. Because like in my head, you know, it make like you know Thor is just like just a really like sort of has like bravado and not like wit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's just kind of like the warrior still more, and like if he was trying to embrace his humanity, then he does it. Then it can be different than just you know cracking jokes.
Who knows?
I don't know.
They're the writers. We have to watch it. We're just absorbing
Exactly.
the media, and
Yeah, we're only funding them.
Yeah.
No opinions, absorb media.
well, that's the thing. We can have these opinions, and it's just like I feel like for a long time, all the characters are just morphing into doing the snarky Tony Stark shit, and it's making me
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
sad because I'm like, I kind of do miss when Thor was just a warrior instead, but it's been a long time since then,
Yeah.
you know.
That's why I really appreciate Captain America because
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
and his movies aren't that either. Like I don't want to hear him like making a bunch of jokes and quips when all his movies are about is like secret spy shit and like governments and like magic Nazis.
Yeah.
It's like
If I
don't
heard
want to hear
Captain
him make
America-
a bunch of jokes about that.
If I heard Captain America be like a Starbucks joke, or it'd be like my coffee, or just like dad jokes, just so many, man.
Yeah.
It just kills me.
Yeah, and they're
It
right
helps
behind
that
me, aren't
Guardians
they?
is just funnier than the rest of the MCU in general.
Yeah.
So
But moving forward, how do you guys feel about Marvel movies? Like, are you excited for them? Do you have something you wish would actually come out of it? I'm not sure. I'm not really into Marvel as much to be like, oh, I want this comic book character to come back. I just kind of absorbed it since the hype of the Avengers. Like, I remember when the hype of the Avengers was so insane. I watched that, and then I was just like on the train since then. But you know,
Yeah, I checked out. Like, I'm probably gonna watch most, if not all of them, because like there's still a part of me that just likes comic book characters and like likes them as lighthearted like comic book stories. But as far as like the wider narrative, you know, it's I'm like not really there. Like I think Guardians and like the Spider-Man franchise are
Yeah.
like the ones that I'm like checked into still.
I will say
Just 'cause-
multiverses. The multiverse of Spider-Man movie is coming out. I am very
Oh, yeah.
excited for that.
but that's not the same
But
thing.
it's not the same thing. But I'm so excited.
Are you
for
talking
it.
about into the across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah,
Yes. I mean, you know, that's just gonna be peak cinema, so you know.
it's gonna be-
Absolutely.
What about you,
Yeah,
man?
I know that.
I mean, what's the next like villain that the Avengers are gonna have to like
Exactly.
fight?
Kang.
I don't know. King.
It's
Kang.
Kang. He was in the Ant-Man movie.
So-
Yeah,
okay.
but like, yeah. No, the setup is that well, they've already released like the roadmap, and like the next big team up Avengers film is like the Kang Dynasty, where I don't think they'll really be fighting the Kang from Quantumania, but they're gonna fight like the other Kangs because what was it? There are just a lot of them. And then the follow up to that is they're gonna do an event called Secret Wars, where in like if they follow the events, they have to introduce the Fantastic Four and X-Men, like wherein Doctor Doom takes control of what was it? Takes control of. Is it the Beyond of a character named the Beyonder's power? But it could be someone else. It could be anyone else. He takes control of the power and reshapes the multiverse to his vision. And so
And it's
There's
really
some things that
fucking
go on.
cool.
The scale,
right.
the scale of these movies though is so funny to me.
It's
so insane. But
Like,
I
which
mean,
is
that's
crazy.
that's just comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Like
They're-
it's
they're-
off the rails all the time.
What's insane to me is that they're jumping so hard into the multiverse. Like when Secret Wars and like the Kang Dynasty is like Secret Wars is like is the big thing that they're leading up to. That's the next Infinity War, and that's Phase 6. But they're already jumping so hard into the multiverse
so many
right
things.
now.
It's
So
hard
it's
to
like-
imagine what movies were before this. You know what I mean?
I have to go
Yeah.
back and watch it because it's crazy.
like thinking about like, man, Marvel, the MCU is the biggest thing in the movies. I think, like,
It's
just
the biggest franchise
ever, dude. Like, it's crazy. I can't
It's
imagine.
ridiculous.
Like all these other, like for freaking the Elementals, where it's just like this kids movie does not give a no one gives a fuck about that. But like the next, you have
Yeah,
like,
you gotta be. Yeah.
it's like if you're off the train, you're off the train. But once you're on it, you're dragged on. And there are events on every cable car, and you better know you have to eat that shit, memorize it for the next
It's-
cable car. You better eat that too. It's at
It
8:45.
did follow the path that actual comic books did, where it feels like in order to read a current storyline, you have to read 3 or 4 comic runs before
Yep.
as well. It is a little bit
I'm just
hard
glad
to jump on.
I'm glad I'm doing this now when I'm younger, because if I was like 45 doing this
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
No
Yeah,
time.
my parents are like, "Oh, you want to see that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll see that." And then they're like, "Oh, what happened?" And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean you don't remember? You watched this previous movie with me, Dad."
Have you watched? But like between two of these big events, oh, like have you watched the 10 movies, the 3 TV
10
shows?
years?
Like,
Literally over a decade.
Yes.
Yeah.
and there's still so many characters from Endgame I don't remember like at all. But people,
Yeah.
but people did. But you know, all of that being said, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I feel like I can't ever guess the impact of these movies in themselves for the whole overarching thing, but
It almost feels like it doesn't really matter anymore.
well, yeah,
Guardians has always been sort of a more
Its own thing.
microcosm, so to speak.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like in and of itself, because it's like their whole jurisdiction has never really been with Earth itself.
yeah.
So
Yes, it's
But-
always spaceship.
But anyway, yeah. To avoid spoilers, that's where we're gonna keep it. Make sure you go watch it. It is in theaters now, and I think it's worth it. But yeah, moving forward, the main
Not
event we're going to talk about, and I think Zerzo brought up. I'm going to put up the tweet here if I bothered to edit, but we'll see. Zerzo brought up a tweet saying, "I would love to see." Actually, let me just look it up. I can just look it up. That's the power of the internet. I can just.
Ooh. You want a paraphrase of it?
Yeah, I mean, I have to go down through all the anime, because, you know, Zerzo's tweets.
I was about to say, it might take you a while to get there.
Yes. Alright, hear me out. We combine Tennessee, Alabama, and MS and create one super region. Now, I think this has been brought up before, like, near the beginning of Ultimate, but it was just thrown away immediately. But I honestly wouldn't hate this. Like,
we're ignoring the logistics.
yeah, like if it was like, because I want more crossplay. Like, as someone who's been number 1 in Alabama for multiple years, no one cares. Like, no one gives a fuck who the top 5 in Alabama are, because we don't go to enough, and when we do go, we didn't do that well. You know, we've had some upsets, we've beaten some top players here and there. But we don't have like top 8ers. And we're not gonna, like, sure, we have Anathema coming through, and Chucky Kong's trying to live here. So like we have like known names playing in our region, but I feel like it'd be less prideful. I wanna build a community that came from Alabama. And I feel like what we really need is crossplay. It's funny to me. I brought this up last time we did the podcast, but it's funny to me that I've not lost to Kip in 4 years, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. It's like, I need to play more people. We all need to play more people. And I think like Tennessee has always been pretty close with Alabama. Like in the age of when we had Dr. Copter and Pip, I do miss them. But Middle Tennessee, definitely, we've been pretty close with Huntsville, but it'd be cool to have it all together, you know? At least I think so. Murph says, nah.
Yeah, that sleep. Not the Yawny boy.
What do you think, Murph?
I mean, it'd be cool. I do agree. It's like, to grow, we kind of need more crossplay. Because I'll be honest, entering back there every week, it's kind of boring.
Oh, I bet, dude.
It's the same people every time.
Yeah, same matchups, same people you body. That's the thing too. Is like, I remember when I was playing, when I entered back throws, I was like, well, what character am I playing against Murph today? That's really what it was. That's what back throw is. I don't know, but
Yeah,
You using 3 spacies and grands.
you know, I think, like, if you're thinking about like how to get that happen, it'd be nice if we cut down on just throwing money toward being toward only prize pools and expecting that to get people, instead of just like just use that money to get them here in the first place.
I
Like,
agree.
Yeah.
if it's a free trip that and there's no risk that like financially speaking toward the players that are having to input their own risk and time and money to travel, then that's a huge barrier.
Yeah.
Like over the gamble.
For sure.
And like
Yeah.
And housing them
Yeah.
too, because I've known a lot of them have
Exactly,
way far.
exactly.
I wouldn't be against that. I know, like, I probably have to talk to like our
Yeah,
roommates, but I'm
that's-
sure that, like, I think we're cool enough with at least Danny. Like, Danny, Alabama loves Danny, and Danny's a homie.
Yes.
But
Yes.
like, even then, like, most of Tennessee people, we do like Monsoon, of course. We like Danny, of course. We like Egaz. We like. It's like we got some pretty cool Tennessee people. Mississippi's a little bit less because we don't know them as well and they don't come as often. But
Right.
it'd still be cool. Like, if we're gonna make a central hub, maybe Birmingham, because it's not that far. It's like easiest for everybody. But even then, it's still very far.
Yeah.
If we had big
Yeah.
events all the time, it'd be a
It's-
thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
if we're talking about
Like-
how to make it happen, it's very difficult. For sure.
Yes, very
Right.
different.
Like that's why I really respect what was it? Noah actually he paid for a hotel room for Peanut when he to show up to Code Crimson.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so that was money that he could have gone toward the pot, but instead we used it to secure talent to come in, and that tournament was so much better as a result for it, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
Mhm.
I want to talk about if we had, ignoring the logistics, the top 10. If we had a top 10 of MS, Tennessee, and Alabama, what would it be? What would it look like right now?
Okay, so you're gonna have to give me at least 5 people from Tennessee
Yeah.
and
We'll talk about each of the top
and
5
Mississippi.
and then try to order it. But
Yeah.
I definitely know Mississippi the least, I'd say.
I mean,
but-
they have like the 3 noteworthy players. I would say is like Yosufu Scrafty and the hero player. I forget his name.
Oh, Kage
Kage?
Ice.
Kage Ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are probably the most notable players from that region.
Right.
I got a
That I
question.
know
Is
of
it-
anyways.
Is it Kage Ice? It's the thing with Spy X Family,
Yes.
Spy Family,
Yes.
and Hunter X
Yeah.
Hunter is Hunter
Yes,
Hunter.
it's
Okay,
exact-
so
it's
it is
exact-
Kage Ice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's exactly.
Because I've been
that.
saying Kage X Ice this whole time.
Yeah. So let's see. Mississippi would have Kage. I'm just gonna say Kage Ice. Scrafty. How do you spell Scraft? I know I spell Scraft. Okay. And Yosufu.
It's a Pokemon.
It is a Pokemon. Wait, it is a Pokemon. I just realized that. Is that
Bruh.
I didn't realize that. Okay, then the top 5 and they just had a PR.
What?
So it's like Danny, Why Delirious, Apaha, Rito, Kawaii Pickle.
What? It does.
Is that
What region?
I mean,
was
are we
Ataraxia?
counting-
Kawhi is Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Ataraxia is Mississippi, but he's
Is he?
retired.
Is he in? He's retired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we counting like active players? Because Egaz is like active, but he doesn't go enough to be on their rankings. I don't think.
We'll count for
Yeah, he's not on
activity
the-
because
he's not on
it's
there.
really hard to place people who are inactive. Like we could go with
Right.
like the idealistic of it, but like right now let's just go with people who are on rankings because it's too hard to place someone who's not. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about how E-Guys does when he does go to things. Like when I played him, I'm like, man, this guy is amazing, of course, but it's different when you see him playing against other people. And then we'll just go top 3 of each region right now. So Danny YD, Pajarito, and then Zurzel, Chunky, and me.
If we do only 3 from each region, that's not an. That's not
No. I know. I'm just saying them right now. I'm gonna add them,
Yeah.
of course, but
Murph with the math. Okay.
Yeah.
and then Murph. Now, okay, the 4th of Mississippi probably is. No, okay. Of this list, who seems the weakest? Kage Ice, Crafty, Yosufu, Danny, YD, Pajarito, Zozo, Chunky, me, and Murph. I think Kage Ice is probably I think Kage Ice is probably the weakest. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Right? Maybe Scrafty. Scrafty's 2, right?
I mean, so do we have to have a minimum of 3 from each region, or are we just doing it based on the 10 best players from the super region as a whole?
As a whole. We'll do it as a whole.
As a whole.
Okay, so why not put Mop in instead of Kage Ice?
That's what I'm saying. I'm only putting 10 people right now because I'm wondering. I'm going to say like people on top of that because there's people in Tennessee I think would be better. But it's like because I think Moppin's better than Scrafty and Kage Ice, but then we have stupid Alabama bias, so I don't know for sure.
That's just how it is. If we're gonna make a super region, that's just what it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's gonna be a lot of crossplay, a lot of head-to-heads. I'm gonna hate playing Kawaii Pickle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna fucking hate it, but I think it'll be kind of hype. Okay, so let's be honest. Okay, I think Moppin's probably better than these two, so I'm gonna get rid of these two. You guys can't even see what I'm saying. Anyway.
Yeah, unless you stream it.
No, it's okay. We got the idea. So Moppin, Yosufu, Danny, YD, Pajarito, Zurzel, Chunky, Tavares, Murph. I don't think Deedles is better than anyone I said. Maybe Paha. But that's like the most I'd say.
Did we take Scrafty off the list?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So we need one. So what would you say?
I personally would put Deedles above Baja, but I don't know. Playing them both, I think Deedles is harder. But that's also like a playstyle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen Deedles do more impressive stuff. But I also did lose to Paha. I have to take the L. Well, I haven't played Deedles yet. But
that's true. Way to know that.
Yeah. You know what? I think having Deedles is fine. And I don't know. Alabama kind of crusty. Kind of broken. I don't think anyone would argue
Use
that.
Crusty and then broken.
Because we have Krusty, because we have an Isabel in the top 10 of a super region.
Oh, wow, okay. Yes.
And then broken as we have 5 people from Alabama. That I would say. No, 6 people from Alabama.
Well, we also have 2 people who moved here from other regions that are also
broken.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
all right.
we did.
So if it was Zurzel probably be number 1 right now. Of course, winning Coco Crimson 2, we just gotta give him the dub. He beat multiple top players.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes.
Even though Twitch chat was losing their goddamn mind. Y'all see the chit chat of that? Holy
it's always bad whenever Alex plays. It's always bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the VOD because I was there. I didn't actually look at the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
They were going.
Oh my god, dude. I was like,
it was
wow,
crazy.
bro.
And I'm like, man, when I was beating Apollo Kage, the Twitch chat was happy for me. They were cheering me on because Zurzel was on stream. It was threats, bro.
That's just Min, I guess.
Yeah, and in person wasn't any better.
Yeah. Okay, so Zurzel. Probably Zurzel the top. I'd probably put Chunky too, just because he's on the top 100. Though I guess if we're doing it based off of our own region and not the top 100, but he did beat Peanut. I don't know. It's weird putting a whole.
Oh my god!
It's weird doing it's weird doing a whole skill thing. We'll just do skill. We'll just do skill in our minds. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone get a notepad out or something. And then we'll decide what your top 10 is. So the 10 people that we're gonna have in contention are Zurzel, Chunky, me, Murph, Deedles, Moppin, Yosufu, Danny, YD, and Paha. Rito. I don't know why I like saying Paha.
Did we replace someone on the list? Because I thought Paha wasn't going to be on it.
No, that I put Paha as 10. I don't know anyone else who would be above Paha. Because I don't think Zero is. I don't think Scrafty is. I don't think Kawaii Pickle is.
Chunky, Tavares, Murph, Paha, Danny, YD, Yosefu. Who else?
Deedles,
Deedles.
and Moppin.
Deedles. Moppin.
Okay, so yeah, you just make your top 10, and then we'll talk about it. At least
Yeah,
right
this is
now.
10. Okay. Let's see.
Why am I caps locking this? But yeah.
Yeah, this is hard.
Yeah, we'll just go with skill. We'll ignore the results. Well, we're not going to ignore the results. Keep them in your mind.
We
But
said,
yeah.
Thinking about
we're
Min
not
and skill
including
makes my
Anathema
head hurt.
as this region because he's a transplant.
Oh, I don't know. No, Anathema's mostly Florida.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So, yeah. He's a transplant? I never heard of that.
Industry plant for our scene.
I mean, have you really not? I
I've
thought
never
it was
heard.
kind of common.
I never heard it for that.
Chunky kind of felt like a plant.
He's not a plant.
It felt like it at first. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, this is difficult.
Like, I haven't even done like 2, 3 yet.
Bro, I might not even be top 5 if I'm real. Actually, maybe I am. I don't know. I love Murph's faces. It's like, the fuck?
Jeez, man. I'm trying to...
You know, Murph, your confidence
This
in
is
me
hard.
causes me to grind way harder. Because I'm like, someone believes in me. I gotta stop throwing. Let me see.
Damn, this is hard.
Right? Like, the more I think about it, the harder it gets.
Because I just remembered fucking... Damn, bruh. I could see someone putting you like 5 or 6
That's what I'm saying.
if they didn't believe.
If
Because
you're
Yosefu
wrong.
was going crazy and fucking Danny was going crazy.
Yosefu doesn't go that crazy. Like,
The Ken win.
he did beat me. He did have a Ken win, but he doesn't go to that much.
He doesn't have as many chances as Danny.
Yeah.
Dolores.
He doesn't.
doesn't.
He doesn't show out like as much. 'Cause he doesn't. That's why he doesn't have a resume really. Deep
Let's
thought.
see.
Deep thought. Though with this super region, holy crap,
Yeah, shit would be hard.
it'd be hype. I'd love.
Yeah, it
tournaments
would be
with
hype.
these- I mean, tournaments to these people would be amazing.
Oh yeah, it'd be hype as hell.
But getting the people from Tuscaloosa to play against Mid Tennessee would be like impossible. So,
Yeah, we'd have to pretty much meet up at Birmingham. That's the best way you can make it.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on South Alabama and Pensacola if we start counting them. Because, like, I think maybe the only person I see over there who could be above Paha is maybe Danny or Denny, but that's it.
Yeah.
SEB too maybe, but
I don't know. I don't know enough about SCB. He doesn't go to enough, and he doesn't like. I know SCB's skill is great, but he doesn't go to enough. This kind of thing. But on RPR, I think SCB would like be easily PR for sure. I just don't know where, because it could be head-to-heads, could be matchups, all that stuff.
from what I've seen, it'd probably be like around the Voltion.
Yeah, probably around Voltion, like 8, 9, 10, that kind of group. That's 5. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
God damn, this is so hard to think about. The hardest people to think about are YD and Yosefu for me.
Me too. I
'Cause,
feel
like-
yeah. I think I'm done. I think you can.
Because if you look at YD's up head-to-heads, it's all over the place. Like, he's definitely he's beaten me twice. He's beaten me twice, but is super down on Danny now. Down on Zurzel. Up on Moppin. Now Murph has a set win. and then he has a bunch of random losses, which is like I don't know. It's hard to know what his skill is. Sometimes it just feels like Terry's. He's been like whenever he runs into. Oh yeah, no, you guys didn't see Denny versus YD at DreamHack Atlanta was a slaughter, dude.
Yeah.
My
Really?
yeah,
I can imagine that.
yeah. Denny fucked.
It was
him.
that bad.
It was a
Denny is like beating both Danny and YD.
Yeah,
I don't think he's lost to either of them.
he hasn't lost either. Denny fucked
Wow.
him up, dude. Game 3 on
Like
Kalos.
get off the ledge challenge.
No, it was like you couldn't hit him in neutral. Like it was like
God, even worse.
it was like game 3 on Kalos, and Denny was like hard camping him with Samus. It was like 3 stocks to 1. And Danny was like YD was like mashing just moves to try to hit him. Nothing worked. I felt so sad.
God damn.
It was so bad. And I was like, man, Denny was like, yeah, that was kind of free. I was like, what? Why do he fucks people up, bro? He's like, no, it's just FGC characters can't move. I'm like, I guess you're right. What are you gonna do against Charge Shot if you're slow as shit?
Right.
But didn't he beat Teaser? I think.
He did off the back of like, okay, Teaser was up 2-0,
Yeah.
and YD was at like 150, and Teaser was at like 0.
Oh,
And
I
then
remember that.
Teaser has beat at 0.
Yeah,
and
I
then he
remember
reversed
that.
wheeled him.
Yep. It's just crazy shit.
It'd be like that.
It do. Okay.
Okay, I think I have mine's done.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna be able to justify any of my placements. But my heart tells me this is right.
Okay. Let's start with who. We're gonna do it the way I like to do it. What's your number 10? 3, 2, 1. Pajarito.
Paha.
All right. Everyone knew that. That was pretty easy. All right. You're number
Why
1.
did she just forgot to put him there? Shit.
Oh, who'd
You
you?
said number 1?
There, number.
I had 9 because I forgot to put Paha.
Oh, so Paha was your 10.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's
All right. What's your number 1? 3, 2, 1. Zurzel.
Zurzel.
All right. Now we have the in between, and this is where it starts getting weird. Give me your number 4. All right. 3, 2.
Tavares.
On 3 or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Danny.
Tavares.
Mine's Danny.
you said 4?
Yes.
Danny.
So, okay. And then your top 3.
These might end up being really.
What's your top 3, Yawny?
Number 3.
What's your top 3?
My top 3.
Yeah.
Zurzel, Chunky, Danny.
Mm-hmm. And Murph, what's yours?
Chunky Tavares.
Okay. Kage.
I have Zurzel, Chunky, and Tav.
Yeah, that's mine too. There's old chunky me. So
That
I
was
guess
the whole thing I was like most unsure about whether to put you.
it's okay.
above
You don't like
Danny.
me. I understand.
Yeah.
You just don't trust
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm a hater.
You're a hater. I understand. It's alright. Honestly, I feel like it's pretty close between me and Danny. Like the only thing I really have above Danny is that I've never lost to him, and
Yeah,
I have a better-
Like, that's my thing.
I have a better top player
Yeah.
to win. But that's pretty much it. Like Danny has more regionals results than me. But
Yeah, I just feel like I see him at a tournament and he's so consistent at doing super well.
yeah.
Like, and so it's like, oh, that's really.
Yeah, the last time
he's
he
really
did
good.
he didn't do that well was like
was
like-
a minute ago.
Yeah, it was a minute ago. So yeah, Danny just
And I
has,
guess.
Danny has more as regional results. I have better major ones.
Yeah, and I guess I'm also just like I just watched him play with his Diddy as well, and I'm like, when that goes to a tournament, that's gonna be like actually insane.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like,
I'm
and so I'm just like I have that in my head when I think about this, and I'm just like, that's that Diddy's really good, and I feel
It's
like
so
him having it just available is gonna help him like so much.
Look, all I'm
So-
saying is I'm not losing to random shokes with my Rob anymore. So
That's true. That's
Right.
true. Your Rob, I have some words
I
about your Rob.
gotta.
It's infuriating.
I high key want to do a Rob season for summer, but I'm going to majors, so I need to work. I need to push my Mario. But I'm just glad my Rob's gotten to the point where I can actually pull him out, and he's not bad. That's all I really care
Yeah.
about. But yeah,
The only thing
top 3
the only
being.
thing-
Oh, what are you saying?
Yeah, the only thing I'm like, as although I'll say if if you get the inverse Eplex at any given major, like the inverse Eplex, you get the absolute opposite effects of the Eplex disease, then you're like, you're definitely like, number one on the list in my head, Tavares. Like,
I feel like
yeah.
that's how I always felt at Smash Con. Like Smash Con, I was playing like both doubles and singles. I think I was playing the best I ever played.
Like,
well,
I just feel
and
like
Santa
your
Claus,
highs can probably might just be the highest, with
potentially
potential wise.
But I gotta level up, or I gotta have my mode go from normal mode to hard mode, as someone said.
Oh my god! Yeah,
a certain someone would say. But so top 5. Yawny, what's your top 5 then?
After you is Yosufu.
Okay, Kage.
Let's see. So after you, who would be 3? I have Danny, Yosufu, and YD.
And then Murph.
5th is Yosufu.
So I had.
Oh,
YD.
I named 6.
So my
YD.
top 6 was Zerzel, Chunky, me, Danny, YD, Yosufu.
Okay.
So it seemed like people swapped that. I mean, that makes sense. And then,
we
my
had our
6 is
switch.
YD.
Yeah.
Minus.
So I think it's really close between them. I just think YD has more wins. Like Yosufu has the Ken win for sure, fantastic win. But YD has like Moxie, Teaser, Doorstop, me, Ian. Yeah, he has a lot of wins. I could, and he did win the bounty. He beat Wilds too. Like he has a lot of wins.
Yeah.
Yosufu has
the group of the wins versus the one really good one.
The one really good one. Where I don't even know where to put Ken in this, like in the grand scheme. Like I know he's top 50, but I don't know. He might be like 30 something.
I still think he's about. I think he's about close to like the low 20 range.
You think so? There's a lot of good people there. Huh?
He did win a major.
Did he?
When he comes to America, he has the chip.
Was it Japan?
It was in Battle of BC.
Yeah, BC.
Oh, he did win
Even
Battle
though
of
he's-
BC. That's
He
right.
won it, yeah. He has the Japan player thing where it's like in region he just kind of loses to whatever random characters, but when he comes to the US he still does pretty well.
Right. All right. And then where you guys put Mop in? Because I put him 7.
He's 7 for me.
I think he's
8 for me.
5, 6. He's 7 for me.
So who you put at 7? Did you put Murph?
I'll put Murph. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, the thing that determines that is just that Moppin beats Murph more. That's really the only difference.
Yeah, that's
They both have like the same kind of like wins and losses. Well, honestly, I think Murph loses less than Moppin does, but it's also a case of like Moppin plays a bunch of random characters at random tournaments.
There's
Yeah,
broken characters. All those characters are broken.
They are.
That's true.
But
that's
you might.
true.
But I'm just saying. You're not going to know how to play some situations even with the broken characters. I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm just saying it's probably what makes it. You're more consistent with your character picks than he is. Like you switch around sometimes,
I have to agree.
But like Moppin goes to like Joker to Byleth to I guess now
Roy
Shulk to Roy to Aegis to Wolf to Sephiroth to all this random like I don't know. I think it hurts Moppin more than it helps him, but hey, it's up to him to do that.
Unban Steve, I'll be number 1 on this list.
Ooh! Yeah.
You know how to
Talk to
double jump nil?
Yeah. No,
okay.
No, the point.
I just don't go for a tournament a lot.
But my problem is everywhere else has banned him around us. That's kind of a worry.
We're the one state in the southeast.
Yeah, did you see that chart?
Like,
that
I don't
list?
understand. I literally don't understand because like they decided this in the PR meeting, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. We need a ban, Steve. It makes no sense for what. Literally, it's only Syntax in the entire Southeast that gets to play Steve, unless Murph.
Exactly.
Unless Murph it's going to be Murph and Syntax, and Murph's not going to be able to use it at any regional around us. So it's pretty much if they come here, which is going to make people not want to come here. But I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
Also, that character is dumb and lame, and I hate it.
And cringe.
Yeah, we're kind of pigeonholed. We can't really do anything
dumb
else.
Give me something against Joker, okay? Just give me something.
Okay.
something against Joker. Samus is right there. I'm kidding, it's not.
You know, if you put Sonic the Hedgehog, you won the matchup.
Yeah, no,
Not funny Sonic.
it's so funny that the characters that beat Joker are the most cringe in the entire game. It's like Sonic, Samus, Pikachu. Like, good luck, bruh. The most fun characters get clapped by him. So
Yeah, they do.
but yeah, okay. So then the bottom three would be.
Does Diddy do really bad against Joker?
He's
He
pretty well.
supposedly wins according to Leo, but I think he's tweak pill.
The cheese factor.
So-
The cheese factor is pretty high.
I think he's tweak pill because he's like, I can't hit him. And the way he talks about Diddy is like he's talking to Tweak. It's really.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I that's the one matchup I was like, I don't know. I feel like, Diddy is like not super lame compared to like Sonic and Sam is,
Oh no, he's not. But,
and does well.
but it's
So,
like I don't know. I feel like it's just
But
Diddy's.
it's also contestant.
Would
yeah.
you rather have to move and be reverse and banana cancel and all this stuff, or just charge shot spam at ledge? Like, which one is more easy to do as a second?
Or
Yeah.
just run away from
You
Marcin
bring
when he
up a
comes
very
out.
Yeah,
valid
or
point.
just spin dash around, or just be small and never get hit. Which I guess that's technically what Diddy does. But yeah, bottom three for me would be Murph, Beatles, and Baja.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
I
same
mean,
list.
mine is Moppin instead of Murph, but what was it? It's like I said, this is mostly going on feeling, I guess.
Yeah,
And I don't have as much like results that I can like actually like actively look towards.
right.
So
I'm just saying, me and Murph won DreamHack doubles, so Murph don't have
Maybe
Moppin
That's
on.
true.
You're the champion.
Moppin don't
That's
got
true.
that shit
and it's for that reason that Yabi and I have to fist fight you.
because I put you above Yavi on the friend tier list.
Yeah, and then I was not on there at all. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
shame.
I'm just saying though, overall, I wouldn't hate it. Like, I think it logistically it's too hard to happen. But if we could
Yeah.
somehow have like a consistent event where we all can meet up. Like, I don't want it to be at Eplex because I just don't like Eplex. But
But it's kind of the
Please
only.
no.
It's kind of the only thing.
I don't know if we could have a consistent event that we can all meet up, like a monthly that happens. I wouldn't be against it at all. At the very least, if we can get more crossplay between, I want to start at least getting Middle Tennessee to come to Huntsville events more consistently because it's not far.
yeah.
And we can start from there. And if we had a PR with that, that'd be cool. But
Yeah. Which of these are Middle Tennessee, or like because like I know Tennessee is huge and like I don't exactly.
well, Middle
know
Tennessee
their
would really
regions.
only involve Danny and
Paha.
Paha.
NYD.
NYD.
Yeah.
Oh, so it would be
So
those
every
top
Tennessee
three.
player on this list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
Because I was like, I know that there's like
There's Memphis and
No,
there's
There's
West Tennessee.
Memphis.
there is
Memphis
Memphis.
Memphis is like Kasei, Kawaii Pickle, and Monsoon.
Yeah.
mhm.
And I think
That's
Kasei,
Yeah.
players.
I don't think Kasei is better than any of them, or Kawaii Pickle or Monsoon, but we just would like the crossplay for sure.
Yeah,
Memphis
yeah,
is
it's
far,
always nice
so-
when I see them.
Memphis ain't close, so. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling in the podcast. We're bringing it back. Hopefully, this video or this episode's a lot cleaner than the last one I had. Yawny, thanks for coming on. Next week, I'm gonna
Thank you for
try
having me.
I'm gonna try to get Danny to come through. He said he'll be down, but we'll see. And if you think that Tennessee and Mississippi should come through, make sure to say something in the comments. Try to get them rallied together so we have more crossplay. This does involve us being less obese and going over to their events because sometimes I'm obese and it's fourth.
A
But
mindset.
yes.
Obesity is a mindset.
But Warehouse War 3, I'm going to try to go to that. You might see Argon there. We'll see. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.